Hello and welcome again to River Valley Farm.
Meow.
It is old tractor day. We got the battery on charge for this one, 65 140. Oh, excuse me. The carburetor or something is in the fuel line on this one. We were having to run it on with the choke on in order to run it the last time I ran it, which has been probably a year ago. So got to clean the carburetor on that, clean the fuel system out on that. This one, as far as I know, there was nothing wrong with it when it was parked here. The sickle mower is broken, but anyway, that's not a big deal. This C, 48C, plow C, like he likes to call it, the plow C.
Meow.
You're not a cat, stop that. The touch control unit is leaking on it, so I'm just going to get it running and move it around, move it over here out of the way, probably put it in this corner for now. And then the B, it has, yeah, the fan hub is locked up, so I've got a fan hub for this. So yeah, we got a lot of arranging and rearranging and getting running and stuff to do. So anyway, and moving, yes. But first I got to change the oil in a Toyota, whatever that thing is, FJ Cruiser. So I'm not gonna film that, but anyway. And we'll get started after I do this with this, because it's first in line, right? Makes sense to you, it makes sense to me. The Cub, which this is a 77 Cub, but anyway, yeah, 77 Cub. So anyway, we got to get it going. I really don't have a job for this thing unless I decide to do some vegetable work or something next year, in which case it might get some cultivators put on it. Maybe if I decide to do corn, sweet corn, field corn, some kind of corn, we might get something done on this. Small mechanics at work, find a home for that, not there. Let's see. I don't know, like I say, this thing is, well, I mean, it's a Cub. I had intended to mow hay with it because I had a sickle bar, but then the pitman rod, it's a pitman arm sickle bar, so I can't keep pitman arms in it. Actually, it's not the pitman arm, it's not the pitman rod itself that's just giving me the grief. It is this piece right here that's breaking on it.
Which ain't
I don't know.
at all.
No, that's not good at all, but anyway, that's what it is. And then, like I said, the touch control unit is leaking on that. See, major project, but it needs to be done anyway, because if I have a small plowing job to do, I'd like to use that since it's already got plows on it. And the plows need to be cleaned up. You know, they need to be run and cleaned up anyway. And then the bee back there, well, I don't know, don't really have much to do with it either, but it's gonna stay.
What about the Cub?
Well, it's gonna stay too, as far as I know. That thing, well, it runs, it works, it drives.
What one?
That,
Here's this first.
yeah. And this one, it runs and works and drives too, but anyway.
But it's out of antifreeze.
Well, yeah, we need to put some antifreeze in it. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do today. Hopefully we'll get through it all. So yeah, there we go. All right, so there we have it. This thing is kind of a bear to get off of there, but anyway, it's off now. I pulled the, get my fingers out of the shot, I guess. Pulled the inlet elbow here out to see if I could check the screen maybe. Well, it doesn't have a screen, so much for that idea, right? Next up, we'll pull the bowl off and see what we can see. Might have something stuck in a jet, I don't know. This one still has the original fuel line on it. It's never been cut or anything, so it probably and then so it doesn't have an inline filter. Wise decision to put an inline filter on, but anyway, let me pull this bowl off and we'll see what we get. Okay, so we have it down now. Pretty much the same basic components as all the other updraft carburetors in the world, but this one's just smaller. So anyway, we have some stuff like that right there floating around in it. I'm not real sure what that stuff is, but anyway, see that little piece of stuff right there? Mm-hmm. Okay, then that's what we're talking about, or what I'm talking about anyway. So, like I say, I don't know what that stuff is, but anyway, it don't need to be in there, so we need to get rid of that. Gasket's still good. I'm gonna see if I got a socket so I can pull this jet out and clean it. Maybe pull that jet and clean it. And then there's another one right there. They all might possibly have stuff in them, so I'll have to check it and see. All right, so there's our problem right there. She's plugged up with something. Now, what that is, I don't know. But this tractor sat for years and years and years before I got it running again. And I don't even know when I did get this one running, 2018 maybe. And then it hasn't run a whole lot since. So, it really doesn't matter what kind of gas you're using. I don't think if you leave one sit a long time, you're going to have problems. And this piece, before I forget to tell you, is in there. And this plug goes in there to plug it off, keep gas from running out on the ground. So anyway, now that we got that figured out, you get that piece cleaned out, put it back together, put it back on, see what happens then. All right, so back together. Gotta turn on the gas and hope that our battery has charged long enough. It had 11.8 volts in it. So we'll see if that's enough to get the thing going or not. Usually starts pretty easy, but we'll see how it goes today.
Are you going to film the starting?
Yes. If it starts, that is. Neutral, key on. That should do. Let's see what happens. Well, that ain't supposed to happen. Starter's spinning, but nothing's happening. Okay then. Let's see. Bendix is not engaging. That's good. Okay then.
That's not good at all.
Not really, huh? Let's see. I have a hammer around here somewhere. Yes, sir. I know where it is. Like I said, I know where something has got a hammer around here somewhere. That and battery may just not have enough juice in it either, but we'll see. Yep, okay. Junk battery. Alright, so we swapped batteries for one that I think is good. So let's see if it serves us any better or not. This one's even worse apparently. Okay. Not what I had envisioned for the day. Okay. So after a minute testing here, I had no voltage going to my starter when I hit the button, so something is wrong with it. Alright, so we're not making a real good connection in here. It doesn't look like. This cable end is rusted off, so that's not helping us any. Yeah, that is the issue right there. So I'm gonna have to push this one out of the way and on to the next one in line back there. All right, so the 77 Cub. This is, let's see, we got oil. This is an international Cub, not a farm oil Cub. By this time, the farm oil name was dead and gone. It is known as a new international Cub. And, you know, it's got a couple more horsepower than an original Cub does, and that's pretty much it. But anyway, it's little, it's cute. Now, that's about it. It serves no real purpose here for the actual farm. I'm gonna turn the gas on if it'll turn on. Here we go. Sediment bulb's filling up, so that's a good sign. Yeah. Give that a minute to catch up to itself. And let's see, we got a battery on it. Got a battery on it, so we should, let's see, I think we gotta go about right there. It cranks over. Cranks real good. Well, I had it. An easy one, that's what I wanted. Next up, signal bars. Okay, an easy one, that's what we wanted. We put a battery in it and it started right up. This one's been sitting here, I don't really know. It hasn't moved in quite a while anyway, at least 2 years. And it was that easy. Put the battery on it and started it up. So let's see if it moves still. It should. Oh. Well, just killed it, but anyway. Choke. Getting further every time. Not too bad. Really need to take this mess off, but I don't have anywhere to put it right now. So yeah, time to go for a little drive, I guess, after I move the fertilizer spreader. Throwout bearing sounds kind of dry. Anyway, hard to get on and off of for me. All right, so we're going again. I had a problem there for a little bit. Wasn't getting any gas flow out of the tank. It had some kind of gunk, I guess, built up in the valve and the sediment bulb. Otherwise, it's been okay. So far, anyway. We went back to the barn yet. All right, so we made it back to the barn. Letting this sycamore down is a much easier way to get on and off the tractor. We're gonna go ahead and turn off the gas. And let it run the carburetor dry. Just because if it does have bad gas, that way at least we'll know that the carburetor is not sitting there with gunk in it. All right, so on to the next one. Change the battery over from the Cub to this one because I know that battery works. Put some gas in it. This one was out of gas. 48 Farmall C. Okay, so this one, like I said, it's 48 Model C, so it's first year production anyway, C Farmall. Let's see, I bought this thing in 2005, probably 2005, maybe 2006, something like that, somewhere in that general neighborhood. And it had a 2-row cultivator on it. It was sitting at the auction, consignment sale, out of gas. Honestly, the thing looks like that 2-row cultivator was never taken off of it. It still even had the loop drawbar, the hook piece on the drawbar, a 90-degree bend for the drawbar so it could pull a wagon or something behind it with the cultivator still on it. This thing is pretty much just a dream little old tractor. It's as straight as a pin. It was rusty, looked like it never sat inside, but it was a nice little tractor. So anyway, like I said, the touch control unit works, so I don't use it very much for anything. And these plows are a bear to put on and off this tractor. So, you know, if I need to do a little plowing, if I need to clear a ditch, or if I don't want to plow a garden or something, I'll just use this one. It works good for that. All right, so 1940 Farmall B. Been sitting back here for a long time now. I don't know how long exactly.
I think it's a year.
He thinks it's a year. I think it might be 2, but I'm not sure. Anyway, gas is on, battery's hooked up. That didn't sound good, but anyway.
You forgot that the toolbox is under here.
Yeah, well, somebody's probably been messing with it, right? No? You haven't been messing with it?
I just been pulling the seat up.
Okay then. Let's see what happens here.
Almost!
Hey, easy girl.
Yeah.
Well, we're getting some oil pressure anyway. That's good. Yeah. This one's still got a magneto on it. I don't know how well it'd crank start, but you just touch the starter most of the time, it fires right up. Okay, so now the John Deere Blue. Gotta turn the fuel on the carburetor. Checking the oil, imperative because it uses oil. Yeah, 1 quart low, it'll make it where we're going with it. So now let's see if battery's any good on it. It should be. Checking oil. Oh. Oh. Anyway, let's see. Ignition on. Choke. All right, let's see here. Turn the switch on, that'll help. Well, that's the fan switch. I thought that was right. Uh-oh. All right, let's try again and see what happens now. That ought to be about right. Oh, it coughed. No. Gas helps. For some reason I was out of gas anyway. Turn the fan on. Raise the booms. Must be out of oil too. Really need to repack this cylinder if I can do it someday. But anyway. Very good.
Yeah.
Now everything's rearranged.
Okay.
See over there, 600 back where it was, cub in the back corner, B, 140. Well, we'll deal with it another day. Thanks for watching. And careful on that step. I'll be back later.